Felix Baumgartner is an Austrian skydiver, daredevil and base jumper. He set world records for skydiving an estimated 39 km, reaching an estimated speed of 1,357.64 km/h, or Mach 1.25, on October 14, 2012, and became the first person to break the sound barrier without vehicular power on his descent. He broke skydiving records for exit altitude, vertical freefall distance without drogue, and vertical speed without drogue. Though he still holds the latter records, the first was broken 2 years later, when on October 24, 2014, Alan Eustace jumped from 135,890 feet, or 41.42 km with a drogue. Baumgartner is also renowned for the particularly dangerous nature of the stunts he has performed during his career. Baumgartner spent time in the Austrian military where he practiced parachute jumping, including training to land on small target zones. Baumgartner's most recent project was Red Bull Stratos, in which he jumped to Earth from a helium balloon in the stratosphere on October 14, 2012. As part of this project, he set the altitude record for a manned balloon flight, parachute jump from the highest altitude, and greatest free fall velocity. Biography. Felix Baumgartner was born on April 20, 1969, in Salzburg, Austria. As a child, he dreamed about flying and skydiving. In 1999 he claimed the world record for the highest parachute jump from a building when he jumped from the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. On July 20, 2003, Baumgartner became the first person to skydive across the English Channel using a specially made carbon fiber wing. Alban Gieseler, who developed the Skyray carbon fiber wing with Christoph Arms, suggested after Baumgartner's jump that the wing he used was a copy of 2 prototype Skyray wings sold to Red Bull 2 years earlier. Baumgartner also set the world record for the lowest base jump ever, when he jumped 29 meters from the hand of the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. This jump also stirred controversy among base jumpers who pointed out that Baumgartner cited the height of the statue as the height of the jump even though he landed on a slope below the statue's feet, and that other base jumpers had previously jumped from the statue but avoided publicity. He became the first person to base jump from the completed Millau Viaduct in France on June 27, 2004 and the first person to skydive onto, then base jump from, the Turning Torso building in Malmö Paragraph, Sweden, on August 18, 2006. On December 12, 2007 he became the first person to jump from the 91st floor observation deck of the then tallest completed building in the world, Taipei 101 in Taipei, Taiwan. Red Bull Stratos. In January 2010, it was reported that Baumgartner was working with a team of scientists and sponsor Red Bull to attempt the highest skydive on record. Test jumps. On March 15, 2012, Baumgartner completed the first of 2 test jumps from 21,818 meters. During the jump, he spent approximately 3 minutes and 43 seconds in free fall, reaching speeds of more than 580 km/h, before opening his parachute. In total, the jump lasted approximately 8 minutes and 8 seconds and Baumgartner became the third person to safely parachute from a height of over 21.7 km. On July 25, 2012, Baumgartner completed the second of 2 planned test jumps from 29,460 meters. It took Baumgartner about 90 minutes to reach the target altitude and his free fall was estimated to have lasted 3 minutes and 48 seconds before his parachutes were deployed. Main jump. The launch was originally scheduled for October 9, 2012, but was aborted due to adverse weather conditions. Launch was rescheduled and the mission instead took place on October 14, 2012 when Baumgartner landed in eastern New Mexico after jumping from a then world record, 38,969.3 meters and falling a record distance of 36,402.6 meters. On the basis of updated data, Baumgartner also set the record for the highest manned balloon flight and fastest speed of free fall at 1,357.64 km/h, making him the first human to break the sound barrier outside a vehicle. Baumgartner was in free fall for 4 minutes and 19 seconds, 17 seconds short of mentor Joseph Kittinger's 1960 jump. Training for the jump, Baumgartner initially struggled with claustrophobia after spending time in the pressurized suit required for the jump, but overcame it with help from a sports psychologist and other specialists. Audi Motorsport. In 2014, Baumgartner decided to join Audi Motorsport to drive an Audi R8 LMS for the 2014 24 Hours of Nürburgring after racing Volkswagen Polos in 2013. He will undergo another intense physical and driver training session to prepare him for the race. Personal life. In October 2012, when Baumgartner was asked in an interview with the Austrian newspaper Kleine Zeitung whether a political career was an option for his future life, he stated that the example of Arnold Schwarzenegger showed that you can't move anything in a democracy, and that he would opt for a moderate dictatorship led by experienced personalities coming from the private economy. He finally stated he didn't want to get involved in politics. On November 6, 2012, Baumgartner was convicted of battery and was fined $1,500 after punching a Greek truck driver in the face. After Austrian authorities refused to grant sports tax breaks to Baumgartner, he moved to Arbon, Switzerland, whereupon his house in Salzburg and his helicopter were seized. Baumgartner dated Playboy German playmate of the century Jutta Sorge. Later he was engaged to Nicola TTL, a model and former beauty queen. They broke up in 2013. His mother is named Eva, and he has one brother, Gerard Baumgartner. Awards. In 2012 he won the Bambi Award in the category of Millennium. In December 2012, Felix was named one of the Men of the Year 2012 by Top Gear. He was named Laureus World Action Sportsperson of the Year. He received the Mankind Award at the 2013 Spike Guys Choice Awards. Flying ranked him number 46 on their 2013 list of the 51 Heroes of Aviation. He was the youngest ranked person on the list. See also: Alan Eustace. A Euro surpassed Baumgartner's record of highest jump on October 24, 2014 from 135,890 feet. Eugene Andreev. A Euro. The former record holder for the longest distance freefall jump. Joseph Kittinger. A Euro set records for highest balloon ascent and highest parachute jump. Advisor and capsule communicator to Felix Baumgartner. Michel Fournier. A Euro, who has been working on a 25-mile jump for several years. Nick Piontainade. A Euro attempted a jump from 123,500 foot in 1966. Project Manhigh. A Euro pre-NASA military project that took men in balloons to the middle layers of Earth's stratosphere. Participants set altitude and parachute jump records. Piotr Dolgov. A Euro died in 1962 carrying out a high-altitude jump. Steve Triglia. A Euro English stuntman who was planning a similar jump. References. Footnotes. External links: Felix Baumgartner on Twitter, Motorsport official account on Twitter, Red Bull Stratos Project, Space Dive, BBC documentary about Baumgartner, 60 minutes. Video. A Euro Felix jump. A Euro Christ statue. A Euro Rio de Janeiro. A Euro July 9, 2005. Video. Felix jump, POV from stratosphere, October 14, 2012. Felix Baumgartner career summary at driverdb.com.